NATO and European fighter jets. A detailed analysis. NATO and European fighter jets are among the most advanced aerial combat platforms in the world, built with cutting-edge technology to fulfill multiple mission profiles, including air superiority, ground attack, and reconnaissance. However, despite their technological sophistication, certain aspects have drawn criticism, especially when compared to Russian and Chinese fighter jets. This article examines the design, performance, and strategic deployment of NATO and European jets, and provides a critical comparison to their Eastern counterparts. Overview of NATO and European fighter jets. NATO member states primarily operate fighter jets developed by countries such as the United States, the United Kingdom, France, Germany, and Italy. Some prominent examples include Eurofighter Typhoon, a product of a multinational collaboration involving the UK, Germany, Spain, and Italy. Renowned for its agility, advanced radar systems, and multi-role capabilities. Primary role: air superiority with secondary roles in ground attack and reconnaissance. Dassault Rafale, France, a versatile multi-role fighter developed independently by France, known for its omni-role capabilities, excelling in both air-to-air combat and precision ground attacks. Features advanced stealth features and electronic warfare systems. Lockheed Martin F-35 Lightning II, operated by several NATO members. A fifth-generation stealth fighter jet with advanced network-centric warfare capabilities, known for its adaptability and interoperability within NATO forces. Saab Is-39 Gripen, Sweden, widely regarded as a cost-effective and highly capable fighter, used by NATO allies such as Hungary and the Czech Republic. Features advanced avionics and modular weapon systems. These aircraft demonstrate superior interoperability and technological integration, which are vital for NATO's collective defense strategy. Strengths of NATO and European fighter jets. Advanced technology, equipped with cutting-edge sensors, such as AESA active electronically scanned array radars. Network-centric capabilities allow seamless data sharing across NATO forces. Stealth designs, e.g. F-35, enable operations in contested environments. Interoperability, designed to operate cohesively under NATO's integrated command structure. Shared communication protocols and data links enhance coordination. Multi-role capability, aircraft like the Rafale and Eurofighter Typhoon can seamlessly switch between air-to-air combat, ground attack, and reconnaissance. Electronic warfare, jets like the Rafale and F-35 feature sophisticated electronic countermeasures, ensuring survivability in hostile environments. Weaknesses compared to Russian and Chinese fighter jets. Despite these advantages, NATO and European fighter jets face challenges when measured against Russian and Chinese platforms. Cost and procurement delays. NATO jets like the F-35 are notoriously expensive, with unit costs exceeding $80 million and high operational expenses. Development timelines are often extended, resulting in delayed deployment and technological obsolescence. Example: the Eurofighter Typhoon program faced significant delays, which limited its operational capabilities during its initial deployment phase. Limited range. European jets often have shorter operational ranges compared to Russian and Chinese fighters. Russian jets like the Su-35 and Su-57 are built to cover vast distances, an advantage in geographically expansive theaters like Russia and Asia. Example: the Su-35 has a combat range of 3,600 kilometers, significantly higher than the Eurofighter's 2,900 kilometers. Inferior kinetic performance. Russian and Chinese jets emphasize raw power and agility, often surpassing NATO jets in dogfighting scenarios. The Su-57 and China's J-20 feature thrust vectoring engines, enabling superior maneuverability. Example: the Su-57's thrust vectoring engines provide unmatched agility in close-range engagements. Stealth technology gaps. Although the F-35 boasts advanced stealth, European jets like the Typhoon and Rafale lack comparable low observable designs. Chinese J-20 stealth fighters incorporate stealth shaping and radar-absorbing materials to reduce detection. Example, the J-20 stealth design offers a lower radar cross-section compared to the Eurofighter Typhoon. Heavy dependence on the United States. Many NATO countries rely heavily on American jets, which creates logistical and operational dependencies. This dependence limits the autonomy of European nations in developing and deploying indigenous solutions. Russian and Chinese fighter jet advantages. Cost effectiveness. Russian jets like the MiG-35 and Su-35 are cheaper to produce and maintain compared to NATO counterparts. This cost advantage allows for larger fleet sizes. Operational range and power. Built for vast territories, Russian jets often feature larger fuel capacities and powerful engines. The Chinese J-16, a derivative of the Su-27, combines range and payload capabilities. Export strategies. Russia and China aggressively market their jets to non-Western nations, often under more flexible terms. The widespread use of Russian and Chinese jets enhances their influence and creates logistical networks. Indigenous technology. Both nations are increasingly self-reliant, reducing vulnerability to international sanctions or supply chain disruptions. China's domestically produced WS-10 engines in the J-20 signify a significant technological leap, a balanced perspective. While NATO and European fighter jets excel in multi-role capabilities, advanced avionics and interoperability, they are not without flaws. Russian and Chinese fighters demonstrate superior range, maneuverability, and cost-effectiveness, which can be decisive in certain combat scenarios. However, it's important to recognize that military strength is not determined solely by individual aircraft capabilities, but also by broader strategic doctrines, alliances, and logistical frameworks. The ongoing competition between NATO and Eastern powers ensures continuous innovation in aerial warfare. NATO's strength lies in its unity and technological integration, while Russia and China emphasize power projection and self-reliance. Future developments in sixth-generation fighter jets and unmanned aerial systems will likely redefine the balance of power in the skies. Future developments. The sixth-generation fighters. Both NATO and its adversaries, including Russia and China, are heavily investing in the next generation of fighter jets. These sixth-generation platforms promise to revolutionize aerial combat with advanced features such as artificial intelligence, AI, hypersonic capabilities, and unprecedented levels of stealth. Here's how NATO's efforts compare to those of Russia and China. NATO's sixth-generation projects. NATO members are collaborating on several next-generation fighter programs, with the most prominent being Future Combat Air System, FCS, a joint effort by France, Germany, and Spain, expected to replace the Rafale and Eurofighter Typhoon by the 2040s. Features include networked combat with autonomous drones, loyal wingmen, stealthier airframe designs, advanced directed energy weapons, Tempest program, a UK-led initiative involving Italy and Sweden, aims to deliver AI-assisted pilot decision-making, hypersonic missile compatibility, enhanced battlefield connectivity, F-35 evolution. While already a fifth-generation fighter, the F-35 program includes incremental updates to incorporate emerging technologies, such as improved electronic warfare systems and better integration. Russia's sixth-generation efforts. Russia is developing the MiG-41, intended as a sixth-generation stealth fighter with extreme speed and advanced weaponry. Hypersonic speeds exceeding Mach 4, space-capable design for operations near the stratosphere, integration with advanced AI and laser weapon systems. While promising on paper, Russia's economic challenges and reliance on legacy infrastructure may hinder the MiG-41's progress. China's sixth-generation ambitions. China has announced its sixth-generation project, expected to leverage its expertise in AI, hypersonics, and drone integration, building on lessons learned from the J-20 and J-31 programs. Heavy focus on swarm drone technology to overwhelm adversaries, advanced stealth and electronic warfare capabilities to counter NATO networks. China's substantial resources and focus on indigenous development may allow it to surpass both NATO and Russia in achieving operational sixth-generation fighters. Strategic factors in the NATO versus Russia/China jet comparison. Beyond the technological race, several broader factors influence the effectiveness of NATO and European fighter jets compared to their Eastern counterparts. Operational doctrine. NATO relies on combined arms and integrated warfare, where its jets work in harmony with ground forces, naval fleets, and satellite systems. Russia and China focus more on power projection and asymmetric warfare to challenge NATO's technological superiority. Logistics and sustainment. NATO's global logistics network ensures rapid deployment and maintenance, but its reliance on centralized supply chains can be a vulnerability. Russia and China emphasize rugged designs that perform well with limited maintenance, especially in austere environments. Political and economic factors. NATO's bureaucracy can delay decision-making and procurement, while Russia and China, with more centralized control, can expedite defense initiatives. However, Western economies are better equipped to sustain prolonged military competition, giving NATO an edge in long-term conflicts. Export impact. Russia and China's aggressive export policies have led to the proliferation of their jets in regions like Asia, Africa, and the Middle East. This provides strategic leverage in expanding their spheres of influence. NATO jets, while technologically advanced, are often restricted by strict export controls, limiting their global reach. Potential conflicts. Testing the jets in real combat. The ultimate test of any fighter jet lies in combat. Here are some potential scenarios where NATO, Russian, and Chinese jets could face off. Europe. NATO versus Russia. A conflict over Eastern Europe would test the Eurofighter Typhoon and Rafale against the Su-35 and Su-57. NATO's superior communication networks and stealth technology could be offset by Russia's numerical advantage and integrated air defense systems, S-400, S-500. Asia-Pacific. NATO versus China. A confrontation over Taiwan or the South China Sea could pit NATO's F-35s against China's J-20 and future J-31 fighters. While NATO jets may excel in stealth and electronic warfare, China's larger regional presence and anti-access/area denial A2/AD strategies could challenge NATO's effectiveness. Proxy conflicts. In regions like the Middle East or Africa, where Russian and Chinese jets are widely exported, NATO-aligned forces may face adversaries using Su-30s, J-10s, or JF-17s. NATO jets, with better training and support systems, are likely to outperform in these scenarios, but at a significantly higher operational cost. The geopolitical stakes. The competition between NATO, Russia, and China in fighter jet technology is more than a technological race. It reflects deeper geopolitical dynamics. While NATO's jets are technologically advanced and supported by a robust alliance structure, their high costs, limited availability, and political constraints often limit their operational flexibility. On the other hand, Russian and Chinese jets, despite some technological gaps, excel in affordability, ease of deployment, and suitability for large-scale operations, especially in geographically expansive regions. This makes them formidable competitors in certain scenarios. The future of aerial combat will likely depend on advancements in automation, hypersonic weapons, and integrated warfare. As NATO, Russia, and China continue to innovate, the skies will remain a contested domain in the great power competition of the 21st century. The future of fighter jet warfare, emerging trends. The future of aerial combat is not just a race to produce the fastest or most stealthy jets. It's about redefining the battlefield with innovative technologies that blend manned and unmanned systems, data dominance, and next-generation weaponry. Here's how NATO, Russia, and China are adapting to these trends and how their fighter jets might evolve. Unmanned aerial combat. The rise of drones. Unmanned aerial vehicles, UAVs, and unmanned combat air vehicles, UCAVs, are increasingly shaping the future of warfare. These systems can perform high-risk missions without endangering pilots and often complement manned fighters. NATO's approach.